how to follow your purpose in life, get out of your own way motivation. If you are looking to follow your purpose in life, you need a little motivation to get out of your own way, this is the video for you. Guys, this room is so sunny. I am so grateful for the sun. Normally, I don't have enough light in this room. Sometimes it's overly dark on this side of my office, and then other times it's overly light. So look, if I move in, you can see the sun in my face. So I'm sort of sitting back for this one so that the sun doesn't blind me and you. Okay, so first of all, big, huge shout out to Hey There, Sanita on Instagram. She sent in this question. So if you guys are not following me on Instagram, you are missing out on the whole party. Okay, be sure to follow me at Coach Dallas Gordon. Check out my content there and my stories, because oftentimes, guys, I'm asking for your suggestions for topics and having conversations with you about different things. So definitely be sure to follow me at Coach Dallas Gordon. And if this is content you want to see more of, or you just want more people to see, or you want to give back to this channel, please do give this content a thumbs up, because it really helps to push this content forward, get it in front of more eyes and in more homes, okay, to help more small businesses grow, more people grow personally and spiritually. And that is, I'm so appreciative of your support for doing so. Okay, guys, so we're gonna jump right into it. Welcome to all of the new viewers of this channel, and for those who have been around for a while, hey there, go-getters, welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking about how to follow your true purpose in life, as well as to get out of your own way. And this is just a talk, guys. I don't have any notes or anything like that on my desk to keep me on point. I just really want to talk to you from the heart. So getting out of your own way, I'm going to share some tips with you from my own personal experience that have helped me to get out of my own way. But as far as how to follow your purpose in life, your purpose is such a journey. It is such a journey, and I actually consider it to be a vertical journey, meaning that it's a journey between you and God, you and spirit, you and whatever your medium to the spirit world is. It is a journey that is vertical. So no one can really tell you how to do it. All I can do is shine my little light on you and share with you my own experiences, but all of our journeys are unique and different because we have different work to do here on earth. One thing I can tell you that has really lit me up about my purpose is I wrote a book, guys. It's on Amazon if you would like to check it out. It's called From Pain to Power. I wrote a book on Amazon about following your purpose and how to turn your pain into power and things like that. And what I do want to say is that I really got lit up on my path towards my purpose, to pursuing it, when I lost my dad. My dad passed away probably it's got to be about 5 years ago now. I'm not counting the years. I'm not like a good date person. I just know physically my daddy isn't here anymore, and I expected him to be. So I think that for me, guys, that was a true wake-up call. I was a daddy's girl. When my dad passed, I expected him to grow old with his grandchildren and things like that. I didn't expect it. Literally ripped my heart out. My dad was a really strong force behind me in business, as well as just a strong support system that I've always had. So I had a very strong support system in my family and in my parents. And when my dad passed, it really ripped my heart out. I just wasn't expecting it, and that was really probably the first close loss, like the person that was really close to me that I lost. So yeah, it really took me through. So I think the biggest thing that came in for me with that situation was that we don't have as much time as we think that we do to follow our purpose. And I'm just moving around a little bit here. Ooh, oh y'all, it's early in the morning. I'm just getting the juices flowing, and I'm just moving around a little bit. But we don't know how long we have to be here on the earth. I think that sometimes we get really comfortable, and just remember, when you get comfortable, you get stagnant. So sometimes we think we have all this time to just kind of kick rocks, and one day I'll be that person, and one day I'll be that person that does that, and one day could possibly never come for you, not in this time, okay? In this time, tomorrow may not exist. You never actually know. So there's someone out there that is needing to hear your story. There's someone out there that's needing to hear a message specifically from you. And when you hold that message back, thinking because you have more time, you are largely mistaken by that. You are so mistaken, because none of us know what the timetable is for us here on earth. Okay, we don't know. So I always say there is a person out there who they may have heard a message 1,000 times, but then when they come and they hear it from you, or they see your demonstration, okay, of leadership, of how you can paint, of how you can do art, of how you can write, you speak right into their soul, and you basically compel them. You basically push them into action. Although they've heard that message from me, or they've heard that message from TV, or they've heard that message from somebody else, it took you to come along. There was something about your presence. There was something about your voice that compelled them forward, that compelled them into action. Okay, or propelled them forward, or propelled them into action might be a better word. Y'all know I can get crazy with the words when I'm on the fly. Okay, so forgive me for that. So your purpose is a journey, and I think that it starts with you saying yes. For me, it's yes, God. Whatever you tell me to do, I'm open to it. Wherever you lead me, I'm open to it. Wherever you have me to say, I'm open to it. Whoever you have me to reach, I'm open to it. Let me be a vessel. Use me. I understand that I am a light worker, and I'm to help people to open their eyes to see things, right? So I understand that I'm to be a vessel, that I'm to be led, that takes priority over my agenda and anything that I would want to do, which for me is ego, right? So I know that that's how God is moving through my life right now. So one thing I want to share with you is my personal struggle with my purpose. I've always knew that, because we all do. We all have some sort of call on our lives to do something. And I don't want you to think that what it is that you're doing isn't your calling. Because sometimes we overlook our gifts and talents as to say, well, this can't just be my calling. Like hey there, Sunita, the young lady that submitted the question for this video, she decorates beautiful Christmas trees. She brings so much joy into someone's home by decorating their home for Christmas. And this is a business that she runs, and that could be very, very tied into her purpose, is to bring people more joy, to bring people more cheer. Comedians have a purpose to make people laugh. Do you know that there are so many people who have laid in bed sick watching comedy who have totally healed because of laughter? It's an assignment. It is a purpose. Another thing is sometimes your purpose does not look like what you think it looks like. It's something that you do, and when you do it, you're fulfilled, but you're like, no, not that. I really want to do this over here. But it's clear. It's real clear to you that that's your purpose. And that's why I wanted to use me as a example. So when my dad first passed away, I started a movement called Make the Shift. And I was right on point when I started that movement. But basically, I turned my pain into power by creating a movement where people could shift from where they were into greater over 30 days. Every day I sat in my car and I went live, and I had a group, and I did this challenge, and it just became a whole movement of people who wanted to change, right? But I wasn't making any money from the movement. So I decided to give it up and go into business coaching. And I sort of motivated people every now and then. And every now and then you would see like little light leaks of me motivating. But I largely felt like my calling was teaching people how to make money, was teaching people how to do business. And as you can see, On this channel, I do like to empower people to make money. I do like to empower people to do business, but I don't believe it's my primary calling, right? I think my primary calling is talking to you from the heart and doing content like this, right? It's motivating and getting face to face with people and really being that light worker, really being that leader. This is my most fulfilling work, but like I said, I'm a multi-talented person. I'm extremely gifted with business. I'm extremely gifted with a lot of other things. So sometimes we can think, oh, because I'm gifted in this, this is my calling. Oftentimes, Spirit is leading you to do something completely different. So it's not always like what you think. So keep that in mind. So throughout my career as a business coach, I've always been very torn on that side of my business. I've always been very divided within myself because I've always had a pull, a feeling that I was to do something else. And that's how you know, okay, that you are being called to something, that you are being called towards your purpose. Because when you try to constantly mask it behind something else, you feel divided. You feel like, you know what, I feel like I'm missing something here. You know what, I feel like there's something that I should be saying here that I'm not saying. I feel like I'm not fully aligning with something here. You're going to feel very off when you're not fully allowing your purpose to flow through you. I will say this, you're not going to understand it overnight. Recently, I retired parts of myself as a business coach. I released parts of myself, right? So that I could step into this space and be more focused on this space, which I really do believe is my purpose, okay? Is my calling, right? And I will tell you, for months, I grieved. I was very, very sad because I had spent, guys, years building this part of myself, and then all of a sudden I was being called to something else. So I've had to learn how to, number one, feel all the feelings of that grieving. So if you feel called to leave something behind, let me just encourage you and say that you're being called to leave it behind because you are making room for your expansion. You are making room for something new to come through in your life. So you want to flow with it. You want to go with it, but you may start to grieve the past you. I sat with my mom a few weeks ago and I explained this whole thing to her, and I was sharing with her how I had been grieving my old self. That's what I realized. I had been grieving my old self, my very ego-driven, my very money-driven old self. And let me just share this with you guys. When you put kingdom business first, when you put God first, or whatever your medium is, let me share, you won't have to worry about money. Money is a given. I have not slowed down with making money since I said yes to my voice, yes to my purpose, yes to my calling. I have not slowed down one single bit. I've accelerated. I've made more money. I've only excelled while following my purpose. Okay? So the best thing you can do to get out of your own way, or the best things you could do out of your own way, if I had to give you 3 things to sum up this video. Number 1, I would say wake up in the morning with a yes. A yes coming from your mouth and a yes in your heart. A yes, I will serve. A yes, I will show up. A yes, I will be authentically myself. A yes, give the people you. They're looking for you. They're not looking for a fake copy of someone else. They're looking for you. Don't give people what you think they want. Give people what you have on your heart, what you know you're feeling led to give them. Say to people what you have on your heart, what you know you're feeling led to say to them, and don't hold yourself back. You know, if you're the type that you like to twerk, that's for some people, not for me. But if that's what you want to do on camera and that's the real you, you want to show the real you. You like to dance on camera, you like to sing. Whatever it is that is the real you, open up your heart and let the world see that, because that's who they're looking for. And I feel like when you're in that raw, authentic space, guys, that's when you start to attract your real, true audience. So number 1 is to wake up with a yes. Carry that yes in your heart all day long. Check into your heart multiple times a day and say, I'm open. I'm open to serve. I'm open to speak. I'm open some days just to be silent, because some days your calling is just to be silent and just to take care of you. Right? Okay, number 2, with getting out of your own way, guys, and following your purpose. The second thing that I would say, guys, is to realize that this is a journey. You will not know answers to everything when you want to know answers to everything. And if you are a total control freak like I am, it's going to be very, very hard for you to understand and process words like trust and words like surrender. It's going to be very difficult for you to process those words because you are used to being in control. You are used to having answers. You are used to knowing what's next. And God, for 10 plus years of my career as a business owner, okay, I ran my business mainly by ego, taking steps that I thought, calculated steps that I thought were best for me to take, putting out content that I thought everyone wanted to hear from me. Number 3, I want you to ask yourself, what is it that I really want to do that I'm not doing and why? This is a powerful question. What am I holding myself back from and why? If that answer starts with because I think they might think, or I think people might. If the answer to that question starts with they or people, you know you're on the wrong path. Because you don't show up necessarily because of what you think that people might want from you. You need to show up behind the spirit of what you're feeling led to do. So I think that we need to embrace more words like trust, more words like faith, more words like surrender, right? We need to step up and out because there are people that need you, okay? And there are people that will only follow by your example. Some of you are not speakers. Some of you will not have a YouTube channel, but you are saying something through your work. You are saying something through your decorating of the Christmas trees. You are saying something through, maybe there's something that you can add to the tree. Maybe there's a note that you can give to your customers. Maybe there's a mission statement behind what you do when it comes to joy that you can share with every single customer. When you give that speech on that stage, there's someone who came just to hear you, and you're literally going to change their lives from standing on that stage and giving that speech. When you act on that stage or you act in that movie, you have no idea the emotions that you will make us feel at home. You don't understand the understanding that you will bring us, the pieces of the puzzle that will come together because you acted in that role. So what I'm saying is operate in your zone of genius, operate in your purpose, and turn the light on. You won't have all the answers now, but over time it will become more and more clear for you, and it will become more and more beautiful for you to flow in this area. Okay, guys? So this has been a talk. Shouting out again, hey there, Sanita. My last video, I shouted out another one of my amazing subscribers. Be sure to follow them. I want you to know that everything you put your hands to shall prosper if you believe. Don't forget to, like up this video, give me a heart, buy me a coffee, donate to the channel. Check out the description box. There are some amazing resources down there for you. Connect with me on Instagram, guys, and I will see you on the next video. Be blessed, and thanks so much for spending this time with me.